You're watching the race show, and behind me, as you can see, is the Fox Hill Supercross and 25th edition. This is going to be a good one, and as you can see, the cars are speeding away, and we will bring you all the action on the race show. Fox Hill තරඟාවලියට ගොඩක් ප්‍රේක්ෂක පිරිසක් රැස් වෙනවා. අපිත් සමග ඉන්න ඒ වගේ නුවර සිටන් පැමිණි ප්‍රේක්ෂකෙක්. Fox Hill තරඟාවලිය පිළිබඳ විශේෂත්වය මොකක්ද? ඇයි මේකට මෙච්චර සෙනගක් රැස් වෙන්නේ?
ඔව් මේක ඇවිල්ලා ඇත්තටම ලොකු ඉවෙන්ට් එකක්, හොඳ ඉවෙන්ට් එකක්. මේක ඇවිල්ලා ඇත්තටම ලංකාවේ තියෙන නම්බර් 1 ඉවෙන්ට් එක. අපේ මල්ලි අවුරුදු නිරීක්ෂණ අවුරුදු දිව්වා. මේක බලන්න මොන විදිහටද මල්ලිත් අද පැද්දින බලන්න ආවා.
මේ 25 වෙනි සංවත්සරය Fox Hill තරඟාවලිය ගත්තම ගොඩක් අනතුරු සිදු වෙන ට්‍රැක් එකක් මේක. ඒක න මොනවද කියන්නේ හිතෙන්නේ?
ඔව් ඒ වගේ නඩුවක් නැහැ. ඉතින් අනිවාර්යයෙන් ඉතින් හැම ඉවෙන්ට් එකකම දෙකක් තුනක් බලන්න පුළුවන් ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් මේක. සැරට දුවන ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් මේක.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි. අපි විශ්වාස කරනවා එන්ජොයි කරයි කියලා.
Thank you very much.
Fox Hill Supercross is one of the premier races in Sri Lanka, and for this 25th edition we've had some brilliant riders and drivers joining the races, and not only the Sri Lankans, we've had an Indian driver, Rugwil Babuji. He's just 16 years old, but gave the man who's behind us a run for his money in the previous race. Rugwil, how was the experience racing in Sri Lanka?
The experience was good, and I got the whole shot. And the track was very dusty, so we can't see anything. Yeah, and apart it was good.
Yeah, I had to eat his dust a lot. Yes, he was leading.
And talk to us about the quality of racing in India and Sri Lanka. What do you think is better?
In India, the tracks are like supercross, and in Sri Lankan races, they are like motocross. It's huge tracks. And in India, there are like on the second, third gear, we have jumps. Over here, it's like lock throttle. On fifth gear, we have to take the jump. It's a huge difference in Indian tracks and Sri Lankan tracks.
All right, and Ishan, what do you have to tell about this young lad and what he just mentioned?
Actually, if I say about the tracks, actually the tracks are pretty tight in India. They call it supercross. But here we have most of them are like motocross tracks. Like we have fourth gear, fifth gear, wide open jumps. But in India we don't get that. Like full tight sections, good for technical side. And here we have like motocross type of jumps, like flat out jumps and landings like.
And Ishan, let's talk about this Fox Hill track. It has changed from what it used to be, and we understand that you weren't very happy with the track this time around. So do tell us about what you think about the track.
Yeah, actually this time the track was kind of bad, you know, so we had to struggle a lot with the jumps, especially the dust. Like they have to water the track a lot and make the takeoffs tight, and most of them were like loose, you know, so it's very dangerous when it's like high speed sections. Like there's a possibility that you will crash, so we have to work on the tracks if we have to give a good show for the spectators. And I guess we have to work on our tracks. Then even we can improve ourselves. That's what we want, and go for the Asian levels maybe. And yeah, that's what we expect.
Both of them making a difference, and let's see what happens in the next race. Thank you very much, and good luck. Joining with us now is, if not the most, one of the most talented and upcoming drivers, young drivers in Sri Lanka, Kushan Paris. Kushan, thank you so much for joining with us. Kushan has already won 2 races and was second in the 3rd race. Take us through your day of racing at Fox Hill so far.
Yes, compared to the results I had yesterday from qualifying, I've been able to maintain the positions right through. But there's another event coming up, that's the SLGT final race. I'm 4th in the grid. Let's see how it goes. I just all I want is to stay in the keep that grid, because especially because it's still now I'm still getting into the car, and you know it's totally different compared to the lasers and the Hondas I'm running. Those are front wheels, yeah. This is a 4-wheel, so compared to those are the driving technique itself is totally different. So getting into that last year, I started this last year actually. So just like you said, baby steps. Huh? Still in this thing. Let's see now. Last Fox Hill I drove this, and I was 5th or 6th. So this time I'm second. I'm really proud of myself, and I want to thank especially Sabri and them for doing the car. My dad for the financial support. That's like out of the world. You need that support. If you don't have that, you can't do this sport. So I'm glad. I'm really proud of myself. So the next event is the SLGT last race. Let's see how it goes.
And Kushan, you mentioned about taking baby steps, but mind you, this man, this is the 2nd year he's driving this powerful automobile, and he gave Ushan Pereira a run for his money, last year's national champion, and managed to come a place ahead of him, and you were placed 2nd. That would have been a great experience, because Ushan, we all know, never gives up, and he was at your tail.
To be honest, after seeing the finish flag, I just got like I was just tearing in the car. Just being there, winning that race is like we do all these nights without sleep. We do everything, all the hard work put in. It's all because of this. Yeah, it's not like we're getting a fortune. Yeah, so being there, especially in front of Ushan, was like a dream come true.
So there you go. That's the passion all these drivers bring, because like Kushan mentioned, it's a big financial strain, and it's a lot of dedication and commitment that goes into the final victory. And Kushan, you've achieved it in style. Good luck for your next race, and we look forward to seeing much more of you in the coming future.
Thanks guys. Thanks.
With us is the champion driver of Fox Hill 2017 and the 25th edition of Fox Hill, Ashan Silva. Ashan, congratulations, and what a day you had today.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I had a super day. Everything fell in place for me, so I enjoyed every bit of it.
And Ashan, we know that you are based in Dubai now and you do your racing there. And why Fox Hill? Why specifically Fox Hill? Because we hear that you were adamant that you need to come down here and ride this race.
Yeah, I was out of actually gravel racing for about 1.5 years because I was doing some races in Dubai and so I didn't have time to participate here. But I thought so. I really started missing gravels racing. So this is the first race for the season, which is Fox Hill, which is one of the greatest races ever in Sri Lanka. So I thought I should just go there and just to have a lot of fun, regardless of winning it. I just wanted to have fun.
Absolutely, and you did absolutely have fun winning it. And Ashan, let's talk about your experience in Dubai. You've taken part in the endurance races where you need a lot of stamina, a lot of concentration. How does that experience come in good stead when it comes to gravel racing, although it's a different discipline of racing?
Yeah, it's completely different. Endurance racing is something very different, but I really enjoyed that because but the endurance race which I participated the first time was a 24-hour endurance race in Dubai, which is a very big race, and we have about 100 cars participating for that event. So and they run together throughout 24 hours. So I was running in a lower class, but we run together with the GT cars. So it doesn't depend on what you do in the first corner itself after the start. So there's a lot to go, 24 hours to go, anything can happen. Especially when you drive in the night, it's so nice. You don't have even lights in the track. It's only you can see from the lights that you have on the car. Most of the places is like that around the world. But you can really enjoy that. It's something very different which I experienced.
And Ashan, it's been good to see you on the gravel tracks in Sri Lankan shows yet again. Will we be able to see more of you during this season?
Yeah, I don't know, but let's see, maybe with the time with my other races, if we can, if it's not clashing, I'll probably come and run because I really love to drive here with the crowd, everybody. So it's very nice. It's very nice to drive here.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to us, Ashan. Congrats, and we hope to see you in the Sri Lankan shows.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
With us is the man who's had a lot of responsibilities today at the Fox Hill Supercross, and this is the 25th edition. He's none other than Mr. Dilhan Jayawardena, the clerk of the course. Basically, what that means that he is in charge of running the whole show. Mr. Jayawardena, thank you very much for joining with us with your busy schedule, and do tell us the responsibility that you held today.
I was accountable of shouldering the whole responsibility and running the meet. But I must say, when I say I, it's not me. It was a team effort, starting from the paddock marshal, his team, the scrutinizers and his team, Mr. Jansa Fernando. Then we had a gentleman called Anton Rajagunatilak who managed the dummy grid. Then the recoveries were done by Sam Chandrasom and his team, and all the corner marshals. Because it was very, very vital managing the corners. The corners were headed by Sanjay Karivansa, because you saw today it was really competitive. Vehicles were so fast, so therefore corner marshals, attentiveness, details, using the proper flag, all that were really, really important. And I mustn't forget the team who was at the start line, starting from timing, Mr. Mahesh Gammampiri, the starter, and all the others, and all the other clubs also who contributed in making it happen today.
And you are a retired mage, and you have been involved with this Fox Hill Supercross from the inception. And today, being the Silver Jubilee 25th edition, you must be a very proud man.
Exactly. I am very proud, and I must all think of and remember of late General Gamini Gunasekara. Without his go-ahead to start it in 1993, none of us could have had this meet today. And also Major General Chagi Gallage, Nalaga Buddhadasa, and Mr. Hans Ralph, who designed this track, plus all the then SLADA senior committee members who joined in making this track happen.
And also, Ms. Javadana, talking about today's race, like you clearly mentioned, it was very, very competitive and it's becoming competitive year on year. What additions can we see going forward in the coming years?
Going forward, when it comes to a motorcycle track, I think there is some more room for improvement in the stunts and jumps and so forth. When it comes to the car track course, I think day by day more than the car track has been widened over the years. But however, the machine technology of the vehicles are improving. So therefore, in future, we will be able to see much more competition among all the competitors, I suppose.
Brilliant, Ms. Javadan. Thank you so much for joining with us. It was the clerk of the course, the man who was in charge of running the whole show, speaking to us. And that's it from us from Fox Hill 2017. I'm Sudarshana Paris, signing off for ThePapare.com, sharing the passion.